Well, you know what the government hasn't been doing a lot of lately? They haven't been instilling a lot of confidence in one particular vaccine. It seems to change almost daily what they're talking about. But I know how to fix that. Yeah. Magic 8 Ball. Is the AstraZeneca vaccine safe to use? Come back later. Yeah. That seems to be the guidelines right now. Here in Canada, here's how the AstraZeneca vaccine was introduced. It was introduced here in Canada, and they said, all the health officials say, we're not going to be giving it to ages 65 and older because there was some problems in Europe that they said, oh, you got to watch out, everybody. There's something going on. So it's really not proven that it's safe for people over 65 years of age. Quebec went ahead and did it anyway here in Canada against those guidelines. But 2 weeks later, the Canadian government came out and they said, don't worry about it. It's absolutely safe. We've changed our protocol, our thinking on it. Now the AstraZeneca vaccine is safe. Great. That means we have 3 vaccines left here in Canada, and we hear the United States is going to send us 1.5 million vaccines that we're expecting any day now. And then this week they've come out now and said, oh, by the way, it might not be safe for anyone under the age of 55. So at first it's 65 and older, now it's 55 and under. What? Like, talk about not instilling any confidence whatsoever in the people taking the vaccines. So you now have people going to the vaccination shots and saying, what vaccine is this? Because a lot of them don't want the AstraZeneca vaccine because they don't know. I mean, if you're 56 years old and they say no one under the age of 55 should touch this vaccine, and you're 56 by 6 months, how confident are you in that vaccine for yourself? It's bad enough we're already stretching the doses for 4 months, even though there's now studies coming out that say that people over the certain age are elderly, are most vulnerable, that if they are, after 5 weeks, the protection that vaccine gives drops dramatically, over half the protection it should give had they gotten the doses in the proper timeline of 3 to 4 weeks. We are messing around to make our numbers look better. I'm to the point now, I mean, the pandemic's here in Canada. It's not getting any better. It really isn't. Just issue the protocols that we're supposed to follow. Keep us quarantined. Whatever you got to do, just keep us where we are. We're into lockdown every second week anyway. We're about to go into another lockdown here in Ontario. Vancouver just went into a 3-week lockdown. Don't expect Quebec not to be in a lockdown anytime soon. So yeah, I mean, why not at this point just go, you know what? We're going to follow the right recommended doses. We're going to start by age. We're going to go 90, 85, 80, 75, 70, etc. so that the most vulnerable people are the ones who are protected, and we're only going to do it right across the country, and we're going to fight it that way. And we're going to give you the doses when they're intended to be given. Instead of playing around, we have politicians playing around with medical procedures. And that's not the way it should be. Oh, they take in all the recommendations from the guidelines and the health officials, and they take in all but those are changing daily, almost daily. So I mean, you can go to one health official and they'll say, oh, you know what? You should take the AstraZeneca vaccine. It's perfectly safe. You can go to another health official and they'll say, no, it's not. You can go to one health official and they'll say, oh, you can wait 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. You get it into more arms as possible. And then you go to another health official and says, well, you know what? That's putting all the people over the age of 70 more at risk by waiting that long, and they should be getting their second dose sooner. If you're younger, makes sense, but if you're older, it doesn't. You see, it changes all the time. So maybe we should stop playing with protocols because you're not instilling any confidence whatsoever. In fact, the confidence in the vaccines now has gone down since they were first announced. Most people were going to get them before, and now there's a lot of people going, wait a minute, I think I'm going to wait till somebody else gets it to see if it's going to make me sick. Where before it was, please give me the vaccine. Please let us out of this lockdown. Please let us get this over with. Please let us end the pandemic. But now that they've goofed around with the procedure so much, people just aren't as confident. It's dropped to 10%. Confidence in taking your vaccine has dropped 10% in less than a month and a half. How sad is that? How sad is that our health officials have people so confused that a possible life-saving drug, they are afraid to take it now. They'd rather lock themselves in a house and never leave than take a chance on getting a vaccine. Because you've instilled zero confidence in the Canadian, from anybody right now. It's time to come up with a one unified plan. It should not be left up to all the provinces to implement their own individual plans and their own individual way of doing things. It should have been a national thing right from the start. But no, because yeah, that would make it too much sense, I guess. So yeah. How do you guys feel out there? I know in the United States, you guys are doing really, really well. Here in Canada, we're not. And now, it seems like a lot of the decisions they've made are wrong. Should we hold off 4 months? Yeah, it's perfectly safe. Oh, wait a minute, it might not be perfectly safe for our elderly. Oh, should we take the AstraZeneca vaccine if we're over 65? Yeah, everything's wrong. Oh, wait a minute, maybe you shouldn't take it when you're under 55. Maybe, just maybe, they should stop announcing things until they know for sure. Just a hint. Just a hint on how to do things that inspire confidence in the public. Because right now, the public has no faith in the vaccine rollout right now whatsoever. And it's all self-induced. They did it to themselves. They're the ones who made everybody unsure, and nobody else.